Hello friends, welcome back to our channel Electro for You and welcome to our course Arduino. And today we are going to starting with the second lecture. In the first lecture you have got a little idea that what Arduino is and what is this course about. So before starting with today's lecture, please subscribe to our channel and get notified when we upload a new topic. So in today's lecture, I will teach you what are the parts that you will need while learning, and or you can say what are the components of Arduino that you will need while making your project. So since we will be doing a lot of projects and experiments, we will need a lot of components which are obviously not so expensive yet worth your money. So in this lecture we will get introduced what are the things that you will need to kickstart your hardware journey. And the first thing and the most important thing that comes among all the components is that your Arduino Uno. Now you know what Arduino is and what is this Arduino Uno and why we use the term Uno. Do you know Uno actually means the single thing in Italian language. Since Arduino was born in Italy, that is, it was discovered in a lab of Italy. So Uno is also a Italian word that is used with Arduino. Okay, enough of that history. Now let's get started. So Arduino Uno is your first and important part among many components. So we will firstly start that which Arduino you should buy. I would recommend you that you should buy such an Arduino where you will have all the things working well with high quality components and the headers will last a long time, because they are the important things of a Uno board, and the capacitor, the power subsystem, etc. and all other parts should be of high quality. So once you learn how to work or how to connect, you will become an expert of it. And don't worry, we will soon be uploading the links of the product that we would be recommending you to buy. And these are not so expensive but very cheap, and you can get a very good outcome from this. Okay, now moving to breadboard. What is breadboard? Breadboard, let's have a look on what breadboard is and what help it provides. It is more important tool than a part. That is, you can tell that it is a tool more than a part. We will connect photoresistor and many more such components to breadboard to get the outcome of your project. As you can see in this picture, you can see that many wires are connected with the breadboard and the other part is connected, will be connected to the Arduino. So you can guess what breadboard actually performs in your project. Without breadboard, the whole Arduino is like a blind thing. So to implement your project, you need breadboard. Now moving towards photoresistors, LEDs, and potentiometer. So these are also the important components that you will need while learning Arduino. So you can see this is an LED, and the upper part is called the flat edge and the lower part is called the short leg. And as you can see, negative and positive sides are also given. And this one is a photoresistor. So, since we are going to study about different types of sensors and know their functionality, among them a vital one is the photoresistor, which helps to enable light. So also there are other components like thermistor, which is used to measure temperature, or you can prefer TMP36, that is used to measure temperature, which is very cheap when you go to buy and also worth your money. And this thing you are seeing, this is the potentiometer. So we will discuss the potentiometer later. Let's have a look on the LED. LED normally are two types, that is 5 mm, which is the short type, and 10 mm, that is the large type. Usually we use 10 mm because as you have seen in breadboard, which is you can use the large because it is very handy. But the difference between the small and the large one is very negligible electrically. That is, there is no such difference that small one will function less and the large one will function more. We are also going to have a look on color LEDs. That is when we will put some program, uh, we can get different types of colors from the LED: red, blue, white. uh, those are actually performed by multiple LED. We will see that later, and thus Arduino becomes really interesting. So what is potentiometer? Potentiometers are actually variable resistors that you can use to produce an analog output. Now let's have a look on the other things. So here, as you can see, I have listed a lot of sensors, and among those we have light, motion, temperature, magnetic, gravity, humidity, moisture, vibration, etc. sensors. So basically, using different types of sensor, we will see how we can create new project with our innovative ideas. Sensors are a vital thing in your project. The more sensor you use, the more idea you will get in your mind that how can you build a new gadget. So in this Arduino course, we will be dealing with a lot of sensor, and since we are going to make a lot of projects, so as we will proceed in the lectures, I will introduce you with every sensor that we are going to work with, and obviously you have to buy those. So those are not so expensive yet very cheap, but you can use them at most. Okay, so let's move to the next topic. So next what we have? Next we have the LCD screen, the adapter and LCD shield. So there is not much difference between LCD screen and LCD shield. First let's see what LCD screen is. LCD, finally we have got LCD screen. That is the first step to get started with LCD with your Arduino is to work with a character LCD screen. Now what is character LCD screen? Character LCD screen is such a good type of LCD screen which allow you to display 2 rows of text and 16 columns. LCD screen you basically attach with Arduino to see how your program is running. That is, when you are writing the code and putting it on the Arduino, you will see on the LCD screen the output of the program when you run it. Now the simplest and easiest way to use a LCD screen is to use it through a parallel connection with the Arduino, and this work is done by adapter. As you can see, in adapter we are having a lot of headers and pins. So when we as you can see, when we attach this with the Arduino, it works as a parallel connection between the screen and the Arduino. Thus there is very little chance of glitch. So adapter is very useful for the Arduino users. Without adapter, it is very hard to run your project. Now, what is LCD shield? As you can see in the screen, this is a LCD shield. This is basically a shield that we connect onto our Arduino with its adjacent header. You will have a lot of button and backlit in the sheet to use. When you will buy the shield, you will see that there are a lot of buttons, and we will see the functionality of each and every button of the shield. So now I hope that what is the use of LCD screen and how adapter is related with LCD screen and shield, you this idea is clear to you. Okay, so now let's move to our next topic, that is resistor and jumper wire. Though I have included resistor and jumper wire in the component part, but these are mostly tools. Tools means without jumper wire and resistor, you cannot establish your program, or you cannot imagine your project to run. That important role is played by jumper wires and resistors. So resistors, why you need resistor? You will need resistor in your project so that you can protect LEDs. You have seen in your house that when there is a high voltage of current, the fuse gets blown out, right? So that thing is worked by resistor in the Arduino. Resistor normally protects your LEDs so that they don't get damaged. And jumper wires are the main thing, because with jumper wire you will connect. I have also discussed in breadboard how you have seen that using jumper wire breadboards are connected. So jumper wires are basically a tool rather than a component. So in the next lecture, I will be discussing all the tools that we will need. So in that lecture, I will broadly discuss what jumper wire is and what functionality it performs. Now there are many more sensors, and also many more rather than sensors. There are microphones, then many types of what I can say, many types of LEDs, which I have not broadly discussed. I have just discussed the label and the main thing that we will be needing in those titles, that is sensors. There are many subparts, that is a lot of sensors are out there you can use and build your own project. So while learning, you will get to know each and every sensor, and thus you will proceed towards your project. And also you can discover what innovative projects you can do while learning each and every sensor. There are very few lectures in YouTube I would recommend, which you will find where you will find that each and every sensor are broadly discussed. So here I am discussing each and every sensor so that you get your own idea or build your own project while learning the functions of the sensor. That is where you have to learn from the roots. That is, you have to learn each and every sensor broadly, and you have to know the functionality of each and every of them. So we will see in the upcoming lectures what we can do using your knowledge of sensors. So today up to this, we will meet in our next lecture where I will be discussing what are the tools that you will need. And after that, we will move straight towards our main chapter of Arduino. So please stay with us and build your courage of making your own project slowly. Thank you for watching.